Well, I didn't have time to film the video I planned to have come out today, so I thought instead, it's somewhat a reasonable book haul, but it's still a book haul, so let's do it. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing probably one of my most reasonable book hauls in a long time. I've been trying to be a little bit better. I've been actively trying to make space because I am running out of space, but I do still have some books, some that were sent to me, some that I bought, and some that I got while I was on vacationing, visiting a certain wizard and in his home state, where I always end up getting a lot of books at that point there. So let's jump in first and start with some of the ones that I got there. So I got some of these while we were book shopping, and then some that were just him trying to get me to read some stuff as well. So first up, we have We Are the Dead, and A Fool's Hope, and Until the Last, which I'm hoping I did that in the right order. These are the last 4 books. I did do them in the right order by Mike Shackle. I still have not read any Mike Shackle, but I know I've heard good things about these, so adding them into the collection. Kind of cool where the covers look pretty consistent, but then you have the different colors, the different masks for each one. So pretty cool. And we have No More Heroes, Not All Wars Can Be Won, and No Surrender. So that's pretty nifty there as well. And then Andrew's been super big on Ray Bradbury lately, so he gifted me a copy of his of Something Wicked This Way Comes. I think he's got a different copy of this. But I have not read Ray Bradbury in a really long time. I've read several of his short stories and stuff many years ago, but not something I've actively really done, and so I'll be interested to try this one out. I know obviously it's Bradbury, it's a beloved author, and I've enjoyed some of the short stuff I've read, but it'll be interesting to try because that's a pretty big one that I know is big. And then to actually maybe complete my collection of Sean Russell duologies, I have The Initiate Brother. So I had one of these actually in my last haul. I got another one, and now I have this one as well. So it's interesting because you don't see duologies a lot anymore in books or fantasy or anything, I think. So it's really interesting that he has a tendency to do duologies. This is a pretty big one, being 2 books, but I'm excited because Sean Russell is an author that I'm really curious to try more of, and so now I have several options to choose from. I then did have to, of course, get some books as we were out book shopping, because Andrew's a terrible influence. And so I grabbed a couple of things. So first I grabbed The Core by Peter V. Brett. Now, I grabbed this hardcover because my half-price books had a copy of this for a really long time. And I never got it, because then I'm like, then I'm going to have to try and find the rest of these in hardcovers. And then it was gone, and then I kind of regretted not getting it, just because it's cool. What I didn't know is this actually has a super freaking cool naked hardcover that I had no idea about until actually after I purchased this. So that's really cool. I had absolutely no idea that was under there. So even more excited. I don't know if that is just the base design or if this was something different, but now I'm really curious. So now I probably will have to try to track down the rest of the hardcovers for the series. But that'll be nice too, because this one I'll definitely reread at some point, and I have mass market paperbacks, which I'm really not a fan of. So it'll be good. Yeah. And then I had to get these because one's going to have a problem with buying series before reading them. But they had these hardcovers of the Sharing Knife, which includes the Sharing Knife Legacy, the Sharing Knife Passage, and the Sharing Knife Horizon. These are by Lois McMaster Bujold. This is a 4-book series. They had 3 of the 4, not the first one, of course, but 3 of the 4 in hardcover in really pretty good condition as well. And so I had to grab these. They're a little faded, but they're still really solid condition. So yeah, I definitely had to grab these because Bujold is another author that I'm really looking forward to reading more of. I'm just getting most of his series in that great of a condition. I could not pass that up, and so those came home with me as well. Then looking at a couple things that were sent to me. I got Wolf Eater by Anthony Mitchell, which this was sent from Doug from the Discord, and so it's called Wolf Eater, and the series is A Tale of the Grey Crow, but he included on the Amazon note, he said, "Inside of you were two wolves because you ate them," which just made me laugh because it was such a great joke, just referencing the memes, the "inside of you were two wolves" things. So I thought that was really fun as well, made it even more memorable. But then later, he also ended up sending me a copy of The Will of the Many by James Islington, which I'd been really excited and waiting to get a physical copy of. So very, very happy to have it. This is one of my favorites of the year so far. I'm not super crazy about the cover. The spine looks kind of cool, but I love this book. I read New York of it, and I tried a couple times to get a physical copy, but every single one when I was at Barnes & Noble was in terrible condition for some reason, even though they were new. So I didn't end up getting one, and I figured I'd get one on Amazon eventually, but had not yet, and so he said he would send me a copy, and I was super happy about that. Love that book. Cannot wait for the rest of the series. I had such a fantastic time with that as well. And then we have, which sent to me by the author, review copy, we have The Sins of Kings by Daniel Thomas Valente. Sorry, I'm here slandering your name here, but this is the first book in the last of the Valdries, and this is supposed to be super, have a lot of like politics and everything going on, which I feel like you can tell. This also has the same art, the naked hardcover as well, which I don't know. I like naked hardcovers. I know that's sort of controversial. Not everybody does, but it's kind of cool because I like to take the dust jacket off when I read. This is a really high quality dust jacket too. I like to take the dust jacket off when I read, and so then it's kind of cool that I still have like all of the book art here. So I quite like them. I am excited to get to this as well. This is one that's going to probably take me a bit too, but I have been catching up on my review copies. I've made some pretty solid progress this month and have a ways to go, but I'm getting there. And then Andrew DiMera was kind enough to send me Gloves of Eons, which I have read and I've reviewed, and you can definitely check that out. I love this series so much. I hadn't gotten a physical copy yet because I did an e-arc and then some advanced audio as well, and so I was going to get it and hadn't yet, and so he sent me this lovely signed and personalized one. I am super excited. Love this cover so much, and I'm really excited to add this one to the collection as well. And then, of course, if you didn't see the short for either of those, I also did finally get the Sunlit Man, which I have to say, yeah, this is really pretty. I've really enjoyed the rest of them. This might be my favorite for the look. It's got like the black sprayed edges here, some really, really nice art. My short cut off, because I took too much time, but look at this stuff. This is some really, really cool stuff. I do like the art and some of it with a different style, and then there's some like more like sketch drawings in here too. This is a very beautiful book. I am really excited to add this to the collection. Here's a couple more here, and then just a full page there. That's interesting. I don't remember the specific part that's at or anything, but some great art, really cool. I had mixed results with the Secret Projects, but they're beautiful books, and I did enjoy all of them at least a bit. So all's well that ends well. But that I believe is it. Everything that I have recently got. So like I said, not a crazy book haul. Of course, I have to find room for all of these things, and a couple of them need to go on the shelf that I just got done reorganizing. So that's always fun. But a pretty nice haul here, and I'm happy with all these things that I got. So let me know your thoughts on any of these things, or let me know if you got anything cool in some random hauls lately as well. Always happy to hear from you. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoy it. Check the link in the description, as always, for the Wizardly Enclave Discord. If you want to chat books, whether any of these books, other books, really anything at all, it's a lot of fun and we'd love to have you. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.